Yeah, I'm back again. Sorry not being around lately. I've actually not done much Flames of War stuff, so didn't really see much point in doing videos. So I have finished off the Dark Eldar I was working on, so I've been painting and things, but I mean, unless people are keen to see them, then I wasn't really going to bother. But I'm back now because in front of me today, after a bit of a snotty email to them, I finally got my order from Wayland Games for Captain Napalms Tommy Cooker competition. And unfortunately I didn't get all of the order. I'm still waiting on a set of tracks. But if they don't come and I feel the need to get it finished, then not the end of the world. I'll just use the tracks that are obviously with the other bits I've bought. So, little unboxing, it's nothing really interesting, but at least it gets another video out there, lets you guys know I'm still here and still working on things, so I'll try and keep it a bit short. So in the box, we actually have lots of bits of paper. Get rid of that. So first of all, as some of you already possibly know, I am doing a Firefly. Now this is the Firefly 5C, which is the kind of standard one that the British use, or well, at least I thought it was. It's the only Firefly model that Flames of War, well, Battlefront actually make. So it's got the welded hull, which you can tell obviously by the very angular sides, and it's got the smaller hatches on the front there. But what I saw, and you'll have seen from the other video, is that I actually had found this really interesting picture of a different Firefly variant called the 1C. I'll just quickly show you. I showed you this before, but so basically, as you can see, the front of the hull here is actually a cast hull, the rounded, and you can just see if you look down there that the rear of the hull is welded. And what they actually did was, basically they took, what you can't see here is there's a cut line, so from the front of the turret ring down, they basically just sliced the front off and stuck the cast front on the welded rear, because I assume maybe the armour was thicker, or they were easier to make, or they had an abundance, or some reason. So that's what I'm going for, but they obviously don't make a model, so I kind of need to do some surgery. Hence the reason I have bought an American excuse me, an American M4176, because it has the late model cast hull. You can tell it's the late model because it has these bigger front hatch. The front hatches are bigger. They were made bigger here to allow the crew to escape easier if the tank was hit. And obviously, as you can tell, it's probably pretty hard to get out of those little hatches in a hurry. And I think also that the hatches needed to be the turret needed to be in a certain position for the hatches to open as well, whereas on this one they didn't. So what I aim to do is remove this and actually cut from the front of the turret down right through the front of the tank, and I'll cut right through this bottom part here as well, and just cut it right off. And I'll do exactly the same on the other one, and basically put this cast front on this welded rear, and then use the normal Firefly turret and things. Now the tracks I ordered are these ones, which I'm not sure if people are aware. These ones are called duckbill tracks. So the tracks itself are normal, but they have these spades on the outside, and that was for a bit of extra grip. And I think it was partly to do with the sand and the Normandy beaches and things. And you can buy a set of those tracks. They're not standard with these vehicles. So I will be adding them if they ever come. If they had to be ordered in, they're being delayed. So that's the plan. As you can see, this one's also covered in lots of track, which is why I was trying to mould extra track. I think that's Churchill track. You could prove me wrong if I am, but I believe that is Churchill track that this Sherman is adorned by. It's obviously not Sherman track. And being this picture is actually from a Canadian tank, so they would have had access to Churchills and stuff. So anyway, that's the plan. So I have them, they've arrived, so I can start to attempt to chop the fronts off. I think I might have to get myself a jeweler saw. My hacksaw's a bit big. The other thing I've been working on, for anybody who might Pete, you might be a bit more interested in this. is a 1/48 scale Apache kit. I used to make scale models as a kid, and then I never did for years when I moved into Warhammer and all this kind of stuff. So so this is the Revell 1/48 kit. The rotors still move. Let's do the tail rotors. And the MG underneath as well. So built it with the cockpit open. I don't know if you can see that very well, but the cockpit is painted inside. The windows are currently masked off, so that's got masking fluid on it, so that'll come off when the rest's painted. At the moment it just has one coat of olive drab. So it's painted up as the British version, although the rocket pods are actually incorrect for the British version. The British CVR7 rocket pods have a rounded front, but you don't get them with the kit. You get all the other bits you need to make it the British variant, including all the various other sensors and protection kit stuff they have, all these little modules here. The wider fronts, the frame around the gun, everything, bar the bleeding front of the rocket pods, but there you go, you don't get them. So it'll be a slight inaccuracy, but I'm not that bothered. So yeah, this was just a quick video, and yeah, so hopefully the next one will be a proper Tommy Cooker update, and I'll hopefully have something to show you in terms of Sherman's being cut in half. So until then, cheers, bye.